Hi friends, this is Swarna here. Welcome to Spiritual Swarna 3 YouTube channel. Thanks a lot to all my subscribers for subscribing my channel and sharing among your friends. I'm seeing your comments and personal messages that it's been very liked, and tips which I'm giving are really helping you, and that's really a good appreciation for me and an encouragement and a boost to continue my YouTube channel. And this YouTube channel came as a divine guidance for me in the month of January or so. Then I was just thinking, I was actually resisting to start it up, but as it was a divine call and it was a spiritual call, I had to take it up, and I'm making all these videos for the benefit of those who are in the spiritual journey. Friends, a few years back probably we did not have many spiritual people to guide us or to support us in our journey, because there is an intense spiritual experiences we undergo, which actually puts us into some kind of a darkness. But now, because of ascension happening and awakening happening in past few years, there are a lot of people who are coming up and making YouTube channels for you to get help from and to listen to what actually you are needing right now. So this YouTube channel is also an initiative from that point of view to help my fellow spirits to cope up with the spiritual awakening and guide them or help them in to overcome and easily go through their spiritual journey. Okay, so I hope my videos are really going to help, and if you think it's going to help someone else, please share with them. Because it'll be really a soul work which you will be doing it. Okay, so next we are going to talk on forgiveness today, that is forgiveness of body, mind and soul. So why I have chosen this topic is this: one day I was just meditating and I just dropped into contemplation that I am supposed to make a video on this, and a lot of information which flew during the meditation time, which I just wanted to share among our spiritual friends and who are on the spiritual journey. And this video is going to specifically also help twin flames, because we all know that twin flame is an intense spiritual journey, and it's a deep process of cleansing which is happening inside of the soul. So hope this video will add value to you. So let's go ahead and start on this video. Generally, forgiveness is to be given to the people or to the situations where we are deeply hurt or humiliated or insulted, or we are going into a lower vibration of shame and guilt because of the incidents happening around. So this forgiveness is very important, very essential for us to move up our spiritual journey, because until we do this forgiveness, I don't think we can really achieve anything in the spiritual journey. So one thing I wanted to say is that however difficult it may be to forgive at this present point of time, it's only a practice of it which will help you to forgive people and also forget the kind of pain we have undergone. So it's just a process. It's again internal transformation which is happening, and it will take some time. It's not a one day thing which is going to happen. So you have to keep practicing forgiveness over a period of time until you overcome that. And this is my personal experience of what I'm sharing in this video, and what I understood from it. So let's get started with it, and let's talk about body, how it's going to affect your body. So whenever you slip into the emotions of sadness, hurt feeling, or shame or a guilt when somebody humiliates or hurts us, or when somebody is actually not behaving as per your expectations, so automatically we get into emotional hurts, because we expected something out of the person and the person did not do that for us. Okay, so it is your own emotion which is actually creating this hurt, but we keep other person responsible for it. But how can we forgive that person? And what if we don't forgive? How it is going to affect our body? Because when this kind of stress is created in the mind, kind of a shame, guilt, sadness, hurt feelings, when these emotions are triggered inside the body, what happens? A stress is created. When this stress is created, the body falls into, the pranic energy falls into a lower level. So what happens, the chi energy, the pranic energy is not able to remove toxins after the body. These toxins or stuck energy is stored in your cells, cellular level. So what happens, automatically you tend to attract diseases. For example, all the stress based diseases which are now there in the this particular century, like diabetes, like blood pressure, or you can say thyroid, anything which are stress based diseases are because you are not release these stored emotions. Okay, and this is somewhere blocked in your cellular memory. Okay, so these are going to trigger your physical health. Next is your spiritual health. When you don't release this lower emotions of hurt and shame, guilt, all these things, they are actually being recorded in your spirit. It's like recording is happening constantly over period, each experience in your life, and it is stored in your soul. Okay, it's like a live recording which is happening, and I'll be talking about Akashic records in later of my videos. So these are actually getting updated in your soul records. So that is not going to help us until we release it and we move ahead. So from spiritual health point of view also, it's not good that we hold these lower emotions, and emotions can be released only when we forgive that particular person or incident together in completeness. Okay, mental health, it is like again creating a lot of stress in your mind all the time. When you think about the person, the situation, the place, the trigger is constantly happening. So this is going to create a stress for you. Also, it will also make you make wrong decisions because you will be emotionally disturbed, and you will be taking everything via emotion of hurt, pain and shame and guilt. You will be operating only from that lower vibration. So there are chances that you will be doing making a wrong decisions through manipulation of this mind game of non-forgiving people and the situation. Okay, how emotions create these emotions, when they come as a thought, it is only a thought, but when you keep thinking about the incident and the place and the situation which you undergone, when you keep recalling it again and again, it becomes a strong emotion, and these emotions are manipulating your mind and spirit. So these emotions have to be released, and these are very strong and very intense, which will block all the energies at all the three levels. So this is very important that you have to forgive the people and places and situations. Okay, why it is important in spiritual journey, that is twin flame journey, is that we all know that it is going to be a very intense spiritual journey with a very serious kind of incidents happening with the twin flames, the divine masculine, divine feminine. So these are very intense, that they get hurt and abused, and these are very strong emotions which are stored in their soul, and until they all come out completely out of your memory, it's very difficult for you to ascend further in your spiritual journey. So it's very important that you forgive people and move on. So that is very important from the twin flame perspective. Okay, let's discuss what stops you from forgiving people. Okay, first and foremost is ego, aham. The ego mind tells you not to forgive people. Okay, you always, because ego mind is in a comfort zone and it is on survival instinct, it thinks that if you forgive them, your survival may be under risk, or you think that you will be out of comfort zone, allowing the other person to hurt you again. So that is the reason you don't tend to forgive people. You think that again the incidents are going to repeat. Okay, so ego mind tells not to forgive the other person. Second thing, you have not lived that emotion or that particular pain completely as such. See, whenever you undergo a situation where somebody has hurt you, that has created a pain in your heart, or you have disturbed the whole peace of mind, what happens is that you have not experienced that pain or hurt, that disturbance of peace of mind completely in depth. So what happens in today's journey of life, we are jumping from one experience to other experience quickly. Either it's because of change in technology or change in the environment, where we are moving quickly to the next experience or next situation. So for example, somebody hurts you in the morning, you don't have time to contemplate on the situation. Why did it happen? What is that I need to learn from it? So you don't tend to give yourself that much time to understand what is happening with you and how you're supposed to overcome, and you're moving on to the next situation immediately, or you're shutting down the complete experience of that pain and a hurt, and you're moving on, jumping to the conclusion that that person hurt you. But what is that made the other person hurt you? We are not contemplating on that particular situation. We are not living on to the emotion why it has happened to you. Okay, so this is something which you have to evaluate on event to event, experience to experience basis. So one more thing, when emotion is happening, like hurt or pain is happening or incident has happened, we are not coming to a conclusion, or we are not contemplating as to what lesson we learned from it. So for example, if there's some event or some experiences happen in the morning, you're not contemplating more onto, at the end of the day, what you learned from that. What is that the soul is trying to teach you? So once you understand the brilliance of this whole situation or scenario which is created, or what is the lesson which my soul is supposed to learn by inviting such kind of incident in my life, then it is very difficult to forgive you, because you are not at that awareness. So what happens, automatically one more incident will be created to give you a better lesson on the same topic. Then another situation or environment will be created for you to understand that lesson again. So we are going to undergo a series or a chain of events which are going to be of similar nature, which are going to teach us the same lesson. But as we are keeping on moving forward without contemplating, this is skipping out of mind. So this also stops us from forgiving people. Okay. Third thing is when you undergo experience of pain, guilt or hurt with the person, the situation just created, you are not closing that particular event or experience completely, because first of all, you are not aware, you're not allowing your awareness to tip into that point of why that event came, what is the lesson to learn from that. And after you learn the lesson, you have to close it. You have to close it from the awareness point of view that yes, I have learned this lesson from this particular situation. So I am resolving and coming to a closure with this kind of an event. This closure is very important, because the moment you close the lesson learned from this situation, automatically once you are at a point of forgiveness, okay, you will reach that point of forgiveness. Second thing is that it will not register in your mind. You will start to fade that experience automatically. So what happens, the imprint will be not happening, imprint will get erased off. Okay. Third thing is that similar chain of events will stop happening with you, because you have learned and moved on. Okay, so the old saying of forgive and forget is just not like that. It has a deeper meaning. So we have to undergo the whole experience and close it completely. Okay, so coming to the next part of information which I want to show is the how can we actually forgive the other person. Okay, so there are a lot of techniques which you can use to forgive a person. There is one Ho'oponopono technique which is there in the internet, which talks about forgiving that soul with 4 affirmations which you have to give. So you have to say, I am sorry to the soul. You have to say that I forgive you for what you have done to me, and you say I love you, because he or she is a fractal of the divine again, and we are actually undergoing this divine experience through another soul. So you have to say I love you, and you should say thank you for giving you that experience. See, like in a movie, hero is no more a hero if there is no villain. So villain actually is making the hero more strong. So it is the other person which is making you more stronger. it is the other person who is actually making you spiritually grow stronger. So all these people who are coming into your life, who are actually giving you this kind of soul lessons, are actually helping you to move further. So these affirmations like I am sorry, please forgive me, I forgive you, I love you, these 4 affirmations have to be said energetically or physically to that person, as our ego mind doesn't allow us to share this as such on the physical level. So there is another technique where you can actually call the person's energy energetically and ask them to forgive you, you forgive them, as well as you tell them I love you and I thank you. Okay, this is another technique which you can do this technique just before going to the sleep in the night or in the morning when you get up. First thing to do is these 4 affirmations, calling that energy physically energetically in front of you. Okay, this you have to do it continuously, say if 21 days or 48 days as per your convenience, until you feel that you have overcome the feeling of pain or hurt or something, and you feel that you have forgiven the person. Okay, and you have to come out of this when you forgive and when you come to that state of empowerment within you. That is when you are actually coming into the closure of that particular experience. So this is very important to happen. When you overcome that, you forgive the person, you are empowered and you are at a stronger state of awareness, and you achieve a closure with complete awareness of the experience as such. Mind you, you achieve a closure with complete awareness of the experience you have undergone. Okay, so coming to the next bit of the discussion, what happens when you forgive a person? How does it going to benefit you? You might as well leave the person and continue a journey and go further in your spiritual journey without even bothering about what happened and just leaving that situation as it is. But there are certain benefits to yourself. First thing is that you are going to release that part of stress which is actually created and stored in your subconscious mind. Okay, so this stress which is going to trigger again, it is going to come some point of time again, so that stress is reduced. So what happens, your body's blood pressure and physical strength becomes much more stronger. The body starts having more of energy, and it will start eliminating the toxins much more easily. Okay, and the other base, you can sense when you are feeling light, when you forgive people, when you forget that instant, you feel very light and happy inside. Automatically the pranic energy is going to have a boost. Okay, and you are going to state of lightness, and body is going to remove all these toxins from the cellular level. Okay, so all the diseases also will start fading away. So forgiveness is benefiting your physical health. Second is that your soul is going to get strengthened. As I told you, it is going to actually create an empowerment within you, that you are standing at a position where you are giving the forgiveness to the other person. So you become very strong spiritually, and your soul gets this strength and spiritual body gets this strength. Third thing is that when I was attending a webinar 3 years back, I had attended one webinar called TTE, which is meaning talking to the entities. It's a course in access consciousness which talks about talking to the entities. What makes us different from us and the entity is that we have physical body, the entity doesn't have a physical body, but they are also consciousness and we are also consciousness. So when I was attending this talking to the entities course, that time the speaker Shannon, she told that a lot of energies are stuck in earth plane. These energies, the consciousness or the souls, the spirits which are actually at earth level, are stuck because they did not attain closure from the earth journey. And this was more in case of India, because in India we have this joint system of families where we place everybody in front of us rather than focusing on our own self. We actually tend to operate from the sense that we are least important and the other person is more important. So what happens, you're living with your heart out. So all your emotions, everything are actually suppressed, and you don't live your life 100% because of the joint family system and the culture and the belief systems and the society as such. So a lot of spirits who leave their body at the end are not able to leave their body with 100% satisfaction. That is making the spirits to stay back on earth journey. So what happens, these spirits who are on a journey, they don't know how to go towards light because they have still grossness in their energy system through lower vibrations like shame, guilt, pain, hurt, and all anger issues, because they couldn't behave or they couldn't enjoy the life the way they wanted when they were in body. So all these emotions are actually making them vibrate at a lower level, and this grossness in their spiritual body which is stored is not allowing them to go up towards the light, and they are forced to be on the earth realm as such. These spirits, these souls, what they do, they actually attack other people who are tipping at the same vibration or the frequency. So these souls actually trouble other people, other souls who are having body. Okay, so if you don't attend the closure, then you cannot go high towards the light. You will be lying in the earth realm itself or in a lower realms which are closer to earth. Okay, so it's not easy. So it's your choice. So if when you're in a body, if you can forgive them easily, it's easy for your spirit to attend a closure and to move on to the next realm easily after your death at the earth plane. And this is what everybody wants also, because everybody wants to go peacefully, they want to die peacefully, everybody wants to go to heaven, everybody wants to enjoy the higher realms. So this is a must for everybody, that they forgive other person. Okay, next is that when you don't do forgiveness, then you think better that you forget that you are going to ascend further, because ascension will only happen when you have a light body. As I said, grossiness doesn't allow you to become a light body. So you cannot become an angel, you cannot become the divine fractal, because you have still this grossness, and this ascension process will get delayed as you delay your forgiveness act. Okay, so you have to be very quick in giving forgiveness. I know it's very difficult, but the thing is, the moment you start living your life with each experience completely, when you experience everything completely and close with complete awareness, definitely you can easily overcome that and ascend further in your life. One more thing, that right now what ascension is happening on the earth, the souls which are actually at right now witnessing this change are the bridge between the ancestors, the previous generations and the future generations. So as such, we are the in-between link. What we are doing is, the moment we become light body, we achieve that lightness through our forgiveness. What happens is, we are actually sending light and healing patterns of our ancestors, of the souls of the same DNA who have come previously. So when we become light body, we are at that awareness level that we can guide our ancestors energetically for them to achieve closure at earth level and move on. Okay, this is going to be a very big soul mission and soul work for all the spiritual people and soul workers, divine workers, light workers, because there are a lot of energies which are stuck here, and divine wants us to work through this so that we can provide light to them, so that they can ascend towards the light or next realm of their awareness. And also, as we are closing down onto these issues as such, these imprints will stop at this point of time. The future generation, our kids and our children, the next generations which are going to come, will be free from this kind of lower vibrations, because we are operating from light. We'll also give light to our future generations, so that they don't suffer from similar experiences or similar karmic situations, that they have to undergo the same pain. There are two benefits. This is when you forgive, there are going to be two benefits. One is for the ancestors, one is going to be for the next generation children or next generation souls which are going to come. So both the ways it's going to help, both the ways, and also you. It's going to be a tremendous benefit for you from every angle if you forgive and move on. Okay, and along with this, it's not only your generation and your family as such. When you are vibrating at a light body of the level of forgiveness, actually you are helping fellow souls who are totally not connected from you also, because even a karmic incident can be of a single encounter or single meeting of the person. So automatically your energy will also bring lightness to the other person. So we meet a lot of people for single time or very short period of time. With your light body, with your awareness, even those souls who are only coming into your lifetime once or twice also, they are going to benefit out of it. Their awareness is also going to be increased. So you are helping overall the humanity as such by forgiving. Is it not the nice thing which we can do? Is it not the divine thing which we can do? It is not the it is a soul mission as such for everybody to easily forgive and move up. And it is going to really the humanity is going to really come to a very peaceful state when we come into this kind of a thing. Okay, and one more important thing before we close this video. See, we all don't know what is the divine timing of our death. We don't know when we are going to exit this drama. We don't know when we are going to exit this matrix. So we think that, okay, that person did like, no, I may take some more time to actually forgive that person. So you will think that, okay, not today, tomorrow I'll forgive that person, or day after tomorrow I'll forgive this person. That person has done this thing. Let the person undergo the same trauma or same karma. Then I'm going to forgive that person. Lot of us have this kind of a grudge or a feeling that why should I forgive it immediately, and why not the other person also undergoes so much of pain together, so that they will be understanding what kind of pain they gave it to me. So friends, one thing I want to tell here is that we don't know the timing of death. We can probably have a choice of altering any kind of decisions in our life, but birth and death are something which we don't have a control. It's a divine timed. So if, say for example, if you leave your body right now in a second, so will you not feel guilty that you couldn't forgive when you were in body? Definitely yes, right? So when you're in a body, you have got this opportunity to forgive people and move on to your next journey. As Hindu mythology says, life continues even after death. So why do you want to carry this kind of a feeling or lower vibrations even at your spiritual body to the next birth or next life cycle? Let's close it at this birth and move on to our next journey as such. So it is very important for us to forgive people. Knowing so many benefits we have for forgiveness, I think many will be inspired to carry out the Ho'oponopono technique now, and also forgiveness to all the people and situations which has created this kind of lower vibration. One more closure before I close this video. I wanted to share one Kabir's doha or phrase which I am inspired when I was in my 6th or 7th standard, when I read it first time in Hindi. It says, kal kare to aaj kare to ab, pal mein pralay hoegi, bhuri karega kab. This is a famous Kabir's stanza or a phrase which inspired me when I was in school. So always it used to come to my mind. The meaning of this phrase is that whatever you want to do tomorrow, do it today. Whatever you want to do it today, do it now. Because you don't know when is the pralaya, the event is going to come. The event is your death. Death is going to transform you into another reality. Before you shift from here, it is very important that you get closure from here. So is that you have to actually forgive and forget now, not tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So never postpone things, even at anything, let it be like spiritual things. Do it now and right now. Hope you like this video, and please share among your friends, and put your comments in the comments section, and hope I going to help. I have shared my experience to help you with your spiritual journey. Thank you very much.